Hey guys, what up? Cosmos TV here, and I am here to show you guys an enormous rebuild I'm doing on one of my factories here. Well, essentially all of them except for a couple components, which I'll show you guys here in just a moment as we load in. So thank you guys for watching previous videos. If you didn't, I will insert that here, and in a couple minutes I'll give you guys a clip to the other one you can check out at your own leisure. Um, so essentially what we've done is we've tried to get vertical as the game suggested, and if you knew what the base looked like from the base tour video, which I will put up now, then you'll notice a lot of things have changed here. This entire iron factory is gone. This was here, and I am starting to redesign my main hub here. So my main hub that feeds all of my supply is changing, and I'm going to make it insanely clean, hashtag clean, for here coming up in the near future. So everything's going to be walled in here. It's currently not because, like I said, it's still a work in progress, but my finished idea, I have an idea of what I would like. So we're working towards that goal. Couple things before I show you guys the other factory. I moved all of my steel production already. I mean, all of my steel's gone. All of my iron is gone. And I started moving my plates and modular frames. Yeah, modular frames. The only thing I need to continue to move is rotors, stators, and crap. What are they called? Rotors, stators, and motors. Yeah, rotors, motors, and stators. All ORSs. So this factory here, like, I just don't like it. It's just not clean enough for me. It's just sloppy. I mean, sure it produces, but I could do better. And that was kind of my goal. Is as I started getting into this end game stuff, I'm like, holy cow, this is a pain in the butt to get, you know, set up. And I think there's a better way to do it, and that's what I'm working for. So this is one of the factories I will probably just be leaving alone. It's not going to be clean, but it is just on its node. It's built up, and this is just my screw factory. This does nothing but produce screws, and I think I've got a pretty big undertaking at the new factory, which we'll get a glimpse at here in a second. And then, as you guys saw from the copper video, if you didn't, I will give you guys that video now. Our copper factory, I'll probably leave alone just because I don't need copper for anything. I did find the iron wire recipe. However, this factory produces, I think, like 540 wire per minute, maybe more. I gotta think how. It's what 45 wire per minute. For yeah, 45 per minute times 4. I think there's 16 here. I think it's 720, but then I turn it into cable, so I think it's 540 per minute here for my wire, and then 100 or 90 cables, something like that per minute. So I might leave this factory alone, and if I need to, I have a couple other iron nodes I found, which I actually started to annotate on my map. I found 4 more pure iron nodes. I don't know. Rocky Desert is like it's something else. All right. So I had to come over here and tap into these limestone nodes. They are just normal, but I needed the extra limestone, so I have 120, 360 limestone pumping right now to keep up with my concrete production, which it's doing just that, and that's okay. So as you can see, like I said, I have walled off. I'm going to wall my main bus off eventually. I did redirect that wire, so we'll just follow that one down here, and we'll head over to our factory area. Our new factory, rather. Again, these are pure iron nodes, and they're going to come down and feed the base, which is kind of why I want to leave this alone. It's on its pure node, and it's 100% efficient over at the factory. But We are not done with this. This is just the start. I've only got 3 levels completed so far. Um, so as you guys may have seen, everything I have that I might need to build also comes into a storage container. So if I need to, I can grab it. So even after production, I can just grab what I need to continue to work on and work with. I did have for my steel production, I did go tap into 3 normal iron nodes. So I have 360 iron coming in off of that, and I'm sure you guys have seen these conveyor elevators before. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this is your first time. It's a really simple concept, and I found this is one of the best ways to get items vertical. I'm able to share it with two. So the way I've designed this one is I can take 2 items up at a time. You can do more if you skip belts and you work it in, but two's pretty comfortable, and the size of the factory so far works out really well. This is my other limestone deposit. They're all normals, which is unfortunate. I did find a pure one, but it's a pretty decent way off, and I don't want to have to go dragging conveyor belts so much further than I have to right now because everything's fairly close, and I really rather enjoy that. So this is going to be my spaghetti land down here. This will be all walled off. My main bus will be walled off up to the factory here, and then I'll have to probably cut the lines and bring them through the walls and do all that. But for now, I have a very clean system, and it's working right now for me very, very, very well. So without further ado, let's go check it out. So this floor is my iron floor. Let me get up to my little walkway up here. So I have a couple ways, and I'm redesigning where I want ramps to go as far as conveniences to access to this goes. And I don't really like this, and I've just been kind of tinkering with the walkways because that's kind of I haven't really messed with it before. And no, I have not done any walls for the factory yet, guys. So yeah, little breaks be nice. Just a small break. The factory will get finished, I promise, and I'll have it done. But for now, this is where we're at. So this is all iron. This is off of just the 2 pure nodes. Now, a pure node will run 8 smelters and 16 constructors 100% efficient. And the way I've done that is by a silly link of mergers and splitters. And if you start the system, it never seems like it's going to catch up. Oh my, excuse me. It seems like it's never going to catch up, but the system does eventually feed itself enough into the first one where it fills up, and it continues to backfill until the whole system fills up, and the system does run 100% efficient. Now, if you start overdrawing the system, that's when you start running low on your back ends, and you can't figure out why, is because your system can't feed enough resource for it. So this is all iron rod. Yeah, this is going to be all iron rods, because keep in mind I'm going to have to redo all my rotors and stuff. So all my iron rods are here, and like I said, everything's going to just be easy access if I need it to build, or anything like that. I can just come grab resources as I need from the different levels. I'm trying to find the best system for getting around a factory this large, because it does take a while to run around. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I want to place these jump pads. I don't really like them in the middle. And then iron plate over here. So each one of these produces, I want to say 16 times 15 is what, 240. So 240 plates per minute is what I'm able to produce, and 240 rods per minute. Yeah, that sounds good. We're gonna go with that. Quick maths. So then I'm gonna come up here to the second floor, and this is where I have my concrete production. So this is where I've run all of that concrete, and I merged all of it downstairs, as you saw, so I could run it up its own single conveyor belt. making it a lot easier to transport everything. And considering I'm only doing 360 and the Mark IV belts I think do 450, I can essentially bring all those resources without an issue. So then again, everything splits into its own. These go straight to constructors. I think I did 8 360, and then I need 45 per minute. So I think that math comes out to like 8.6 something broken. So I just rounded down and went with 8, so I wasn't overdrawing my limestone production for what I'm able to produce. And then over here I have my steel production. As you can see, I've been trying to work on my walkway system, finding the best way. But this is the cool one. So this one, I double tapped coal nodes. So I have 2 pure coal nodes, sending coal here to my steel factory. And then that's what I went and tapped into. I want to say it was 4. I tapped into 4 iron nodes over here to bring in the same amount. So 480 and 480, which I can only bring in 450. So this factory has the potential to overdraw itself currently until we get Mark V belts. So right now it does run 100% efficient because I'm not drawing more than I need from it, but this one does have the potential to not maintain 100% efficiency if I pull too hard on it. So oh my goodness, I'm sorry. So this one has the potential to draw, but right now, I mean everything's full because I'm still in a building process. So then after this finished, I merged everything together, one belt, and I rode it up until I get to the next floor. And this one is going to be all steel pipes. Now, I don't need steel beams anymore since I have the alternate recipe. I did get the alternate recipe for encased beams, and I am able to produce 36 concrete encased beams. So encased industrial beams, I can do 36 at a time, and that's what I'm doing here right now. Main reason I'm forcing so much production on it, which yeah, that's a little bit overkill, is because I've been burning through it, laying down, because I'm just doing it. I'm not going, oh well, that only produces 30, so I'm gonna give it a Mark 1 belt. Everything's getting a Mark 4 belt just because I have the resource, and why not? So as you can see, the only weird thing, but I kind of don't mind how it can't turned out, is how I had to bring in the concrete for this upstairs here. So this is the benefactor of the steel production. Now I believe I have 8 constructors up here doing steel pipes, and then another 8 on this side. So I do 16 constructors with steel pipe. And again, these are when they were running and they all got full. They were running 100, and I think that right now, obviously, they're not running, but they were running at 100%. So that's always a plus. And then this also is running at 100%, but I also found that as I thought I did the math on this really well, that I had such a surplus of steel tubes or steel pipes, whatever you call them, that I decided, okay, well, let's see how hard I can push the system. So over here, I brought in the steel wire, or the wires, to get my alternate stitched iron plate recipe. Now this one's really cool because 7.5 plates per minute. So I believe right now, if I do the math, it's 30. I think I'm doing 30 stitched iron plates per minute at 100%. So all of these here. Let's go down to the last one because I know a lot of people will tell me, well, your splitters and mergers. Nope, 100%. Okay, it does catch up. I'm telling you guys. It does catch up with itself. As long as you're producing the resources prior in order to run these machines at 100%, they will run 100%. Okay, so my plate production, and then I ran that over here into 2 frames. So I can do, okay, I'm doing 12 frames per minute right now. and that's because I have the alternate recipe, so I wanted to see if I could get, another 24 steel pipes squeezed out of this system. Well, I've been able to do so without any problems. Um, so I'm able to push quite a bit of production out of this floor, which I'm really happy about. Um, that's quite a substantial amount. Now, I'm not like doing this for no reason. To I anticipate the next tiers having a ton of resource requirement, so I'm just trying to get ready, and I want to have one of the most efficient factories that there's available out there. I don't know. Somebody else may be doing it. I mean, of course, there's, you know, thousands of people trying to do this. But I'm also going to make this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this walkway system run all the way around, and then I'm going to make it interchangeable between floors. So the walls will go around these. With here, and here's proof. It goes around because I don't necessarily come touch the wall. It's off just a little bit. And then that is currently where I'm at, but we're continuing to go up, and I have Carterium to bring over. I have this entire top floor over here actually that I didn't finish yet. It's one of the few that I haven't moved, but it's going to be coming later. I am not in a hurry to get to this production because it is difficult, but it's going to be my plastic production mixed with my microprocessors, my high conductivity cards. I can't remember what they are. My both the cards, the computers, modular frames and stuff. They require so much resource. I just want to make sure I give them ample space, and I've got a really good system to bring the resources up. And I think this elevator is going to be a big key to that. And I'm not sure which side, but I don't really care where the resources come up on the side because these things actually don't look too bad in my opinion. These little elevators look pretty cool, um, which is why I've wanted to learn how to do this. So it's not that hard really. It's pretty simple concept. And if you're having trouble figuring out how to get vertical without using like the parallel walls, the perpendicular walls to get them out on the outside, don't just skip all that. Just do this. This is so cool. I think it looks cool, and I think it just makes your life easy. And you could do it as big as I did, which is really a waste of space. But I did that so I made sure I had the distance in case I wanted to bring it up 2 or 3 rows at a time. Every 4 spaces, so it takes 4 spaces in between. So if I put 3 spaces here, if it'll only happen on video. Oh wait. It'll only happen on video that I won't be able to do this. That I will be able to. Yeah. So 4 spaces. 4 spaces is what allows that distance to make it to where you can go up. So if I do 1, 2, let's do 2. So if I do that, it'll be too steep. So you need 4 spaces. So every 4 spaces, you're going to be able to elevate your belts. So that's why I left so much space in between this first elevator, is because I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it up 1, 2, 3, but I wanted to leave myself the room in case I did. It's kind of an experiment. That's what they've all been. That's why this one, you'll notice my wire conveyor is a little smaller, but I think it looks kind of cool, no? I mean, come on, man. That looks super cool. Plus, in between this, I can actually run another belt, which I did here, so that way I could bring up my iron plates. So I merged it in, so that way it's not a whole lot of wasted space. It's actually making good function, good use. But yes, guys, I will continue to update you guys on the build. We will continue growing in the base, and I might try to record myself. I gotta remember to do it. I gotta remember to record myself as I build. I am trying to learn how to edit my videos now, so I did buy a video editor. So these builds have taken me some time, so it'll take me time to edit those videos. But it's currently 4 in the morning. I did not sleep at all. I can't sleep. So, alright, my friends, I appreciate your likes, comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the base, and if I've earned it, then thank you for your subscription, guys. Until next time, Cosmos TV out.